Alright, what's up guys? So we're going to talk about WWDC23, and I'm not really going to get into the operating system side. I'm mostly just actually going to talk about the tech that was announced, such as Apple Vision Pro. That's going to be very expensive. I think, yeah, it's like $5,099. I don't know, $5,099. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please, I would actually love to know. I would just Google it right now, but I'm good. Anyway. So yes, Apple Vision Pro. This is just the creepy part about it. The fact that pass-through mode just makes I just broke my desk. Pass-through mode kind of just like makes the person's eyes glow up a little. Like, I mean, you see that, guys? Like that's a little scary. Like, I mean, some little kid is gonna go, "Mom, Dad's eyes are glowing," or something stupid like that. So this is copyright. I'm just kidding. It's not really. But, I mean, that's the exact kind of shot of when Wade Watts in Ready Player One went into the Oasis. So, sorry if it doesn't look as, like, clear virtually on that. Yeah, I'm testing out the TV mirroring. So, yeah, sorry about that, guys. Pretty soon I'm going to get a Mac Mini and just plug it up right under there so I can just do this with my keyboard and stuff. But for right now, I like this. This is perfect. So basically, it's got an M2 chip in it and an R1 chip. The R1 chip does all the real-time processing, such as hand gestures, and it processes all the cameras and things like that. The M2 chip does all of the computer tasks, just like a normal M2 chip. So you can have, you can be running your computer on this device, and basically you can hook up a keyboard and a mouse, and I'm for sure gonna say Apple's gonna want you to hook up the Magic Mouse and the Magic Keyboard, but a lot of people don't like the Magic Mouse, so I for sure think that's gonna change. So yeah, it's all controlled by hand gestures, such as pinching, or I really don't know how scrolling would work. Maybe it's like, I don't know. So yeah, it's all controlled by hand gestures, so there's no controllers. It's got this battery pack that like makes it last for 2 hours on one charge with the battery pack. But then if you like run out of charge, then you gotta plug it up. Which I feel like they advertise this thing for watching movies, and so I don't see the point of using this if they just like want you to watch movies. Because say I'm on a plane, most movies now, like Marvel movies, are at least 2.5 hours, up to 3, like Infinity War. Or no, sorry, Endgame, my bad, Endgame. Please don't dog on me. But so yeah, no, so I just don't see it. I feel like a lot of people are just gonna use this thing plugged up because of that battery bank isn't gonna hold them off. But of course, I bet you could buy your own battery bank, but you know it's gonna be like $200 because Apple's like that. Also, I bet this headband is totally gonna be like expensive if you want to buy a new one. And mind you, everything with the Apple Vision Pro, you go into the store and they scan your face and they build you a mold basically of how it's gonna sit on your head. So yeah, it's interesting. Anyway, so yeah, they were talking about using it as a desktop. So yeah, you could have your apps open over here, and then you can have something in the middle, that you're looking at currently. And then you can, of course, have, your MacBook to the side or something like that. And so, yeah, I find that really cool. It's like the Mac Studio. Let's talk about Mac Studio for a sec. Basically, if you bought a Mac Studio, I believe the Mac Studio would, of course, outperform it. But it's really just like, do you want to live your computer days when you're doing like editing and stuff like that? Do you want to do that in the VR? That's basically kind of what this sounds like. So yeah, it's the ultimate theater room. I mean, you can basically change your whole background to make it look like you're either in a movie theater or you're in Dubai and you're under like the stars or something. They showed off like watching basketball games and how you could be like in the front row of a basketball game without paying, without paying the $5,000 to get in the front row. But I mean, technically you're paying $5,000, but see, you could be in the front row no matter what. Yeah, it's weird. I don't think it's gonna be for me personally. But yeah, no, you can FaceTime it. It's so much, guys. Basically you can FaceTime. It's gonna face track and track the movements of your face. So yeah, designed by Apple. Anyway, let's move on to the Apple Store on what they did announce that I found cool. So they launched a 15-inch MacBook, which I feel like is a good thing for the U.S. because a lot of people in the U.S. have SUVs or trucks, so they want something big, and this is the exact same M2 13-inch MacBook Air, just in the body of a 15-inch MacBook Air. So this is a 15-inch MacBook Air with that ugly notch that they're trying to cover up. Yep. So, yeah, so this is the 15-inch, and it is running with the M2 chip, and it comes in the same colors as the 13-inch. I personally like the Starlight color or the silver color, but I'd probably actually go with the Starlight because I'm like that. I have a Starlight iPad mini, which I just love I love the color of it. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, no, that's the M2 Air. Basically it has the same specs as the M2 13-inch, but it has a longer battery because it's 15 inches. So yeah, I like it. I also like how Apple they're still selling the M1 model of the MacBook Air. So if people want a good option at a lower price end, then they've got it right there. I mean, of course, it's still like a $1,000 computer, but I mean, come on, guys, it's lower, right? Anyway, I wonder when Apple will update this 24-inch iMac, because technically it needs an upgrade. Because I mean, now they have the M1 and the now they have the M2 and the M2 Pro and Max chips and Ultra. So I think that this should at least get an M2 Pro, just like the awesome Mac Mini. The Mac Mini is a great deal, especially if you're going to college and you need a college discount. This thing can be $499 instead of $599 with that college discount. But I find the MacBook Air or the Mac Mini a great deal, especially for the baseline if you're just doing everyday tasks such as watching YouTube or paying bills and stuff like that. So I find the M2 Mac Mini a good option. Obviously, it costs $100 to add more RAM, which sucks. I wish it didn't, but it's Apple. Here's what did have a lot of people confused, and the reason why is because it is the Mac Studio and the Mac Pro. There's really no point for us to have a Mac Pro and a Mac Studio, but for some cases there is. Like the Mac Pro can upgrade to more RAM. The Mac Pro also has slots for you to add DDR5 RAM and things like that, so add a little bit more storage to it. The Mac Studio is unupgradable, so whatever you buy, you can't upgrade it, and that's kind of the same thing with the Mac Pro, except for you can add more RAM, I believe, with DDR5, and there's a little bit more you can do with it, but the Mac Studio is it's a good deal for people who are just trying to get a lot of work done and a lot of editing, and they just don't think they're gonna upgrade it at all, and they're gonna use it for 6 years, and then they're gonna upgrade to the new one. Because I mean, that's how long I feel like Apple computers can go, and they can go even longer. You know, they just won't get newer software. They would get security updates with whatever they're on. Like I have a MacBook right now that just lost update power, so now it's stuck on macOS Big Sur, and it runs good. I need to change out the battery, but I like it, especially because I just do everyday tasks and some light editing on it. I don't want to try to put Final Cut on it because I feel like it would blow up. But I've actually been looking at the Mac Mini because it is a great deal, and a lot of places actually will sell the Mac Mini on discount without you having to have a college email. So yeah, the Mac Studio and the Mac Pro are something we looked into. Obviously, we got M2 Ultras in both of them. So yeah, I feel like normally when Apple made the transition to Apple Silicon, the cheese grater Mac Pro still looks like really boring, and it took them a year. Like it took them a year to make the MacBook Air, you know, look cool with the 13-inch design, the new 13-inch design, because like before when they made the M1 model, it just had a big giant front bezel, and I mean it looked just like the same as the Intel model. Now we have the M2 MacBook Air, and so now it just looks better all around, because I guess they just want to upgrade it, and then they want to wait a little bit until they can edit how it looks. So yeah, why did I just use edit? I don't know, but yeah, that's the MacBook Air. I feel like it's gonna take them, you know, another year or a couple of years to update the Mac Pro, you know, to make it look cool. But I mean, M2 Ultra was good as it was. The Mac Pro actually really needed an update, especially whenever the Intel 2019 Mac Pro was still on the shop, because you could buy an M2 Pro Mac Mini and it would be more powerful, much more powerful than the Mac Pro from Intel in 2019. And they had that there for a little bit, and that was just funny. The fact that you could buy like a $799 Mac Mini and get more performance out of it than the baseline $6,099 Mac Pro. So yeah, I find that funny. Here's what they do need to update, and that is the the 13-inch MacBook Pro. It's just like it needs a new update. I mean, it has the older design. It definitely doesn't stand out from, you know, the new 14-inch models. So yeah, that's something for Apple to do. Obviously, they haven't done it yet, so I'm waiting to see it. But anyway, let's talk about me. I go back to school next week, so I'm gonna try to push this video out before next week. It is, I believe it's August 3rd. So yeah, August 3rd. I'm excited for this year, I guess. It should be a good year. But anyway, yeah, no. Let me know what other type of content you want to see, of course. I'm here. And yeah, WWDC23 was definitely a cool thing. And Apple actually, did the one more thing.
But we do have one more thing. So thank you.
Type thing. They haven't done that since the iPhone X launch. that was the last time they did One More Thing. So it was really good to see them step outside their comfort zone, I feel like, with the One More Thing type thing. But yeah, guys, let me know what you want to see. Also, iPhone 15 was leaked, and it's apparently supposed to be getting an action button because it was leaked in the notes, software patch notes of Beta 4. So yeah, it's supposed to be getting an action button, which I'm going to say they're going to get rid of the mute switch for this action button, and that is going to piss me off and a bunch of other people off. So I really hope they don't. So yeah, anyway, Mac Pro, Mac Studio, Mac Mini, which one would you get? Let me know down in the comments below. I would choose, with the money that I have right now, I would get the Mac Mini. But you know it, guys. Also, if you want to let me know, if you want to comment down below or whatever, I'll leave my social links down below. Twitter, actually it's now called X, so yeah, it's dumb. I really don't know. Elon Musk has gone insane. So yeah, I'll leave my X link, my Discord, Twitter, Threads, Instagram, all my socials, so y'all can go check me out on those platforms. Anyway, hope y'all have a blessed day, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.